don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hello there. Awaken Online Happy. This is another side quest, I guess, to the Awaken Online series. It's a book. Let's just get that out of the way. This basically takes the story of the alleged heir avatar. And I don't know. I think I don't like this series because I'm writing a book about a character who's incredibly lucky. And here, this character is nothing but lucky. And I was like, crap, I'm doing this story. Of course, it's different, but at the same time, I was like, I'm doing a story about a character who basically has nothing but luck stats. And then Happy has nothing but, it's a various luck multiplier. And it kind of doesn't make much sense, too, because here, this is the one book that's kind of making me feel like, no. Because they have stated all this stuff in the story. They have introduced the magic. They have introduced all this stuff, the way the death works, and it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't care for it because it feels like it kind of gets rid of a lot of that, where you can respawn earlier if you die 100 times. But let's face it, who has played a video game, especially an MMO, and hasn't died hundreds of times already? I know the first time, like within the first two, and this is, of course, this is a video game where you don't feel the pain, and then this is a video game in this book where they do feel the pain, but still, you know, there are PKers, you know, so you know a lot of people would have gotten that achievement already, the Death Wish achievement. And it's just one of those things. Of course, it's I do like how it's the main character is literally dying. He's a young man who's dying at a young age because the cancer that's in his system is killing him off. And he starts making money through the game to pay for his treatment. Yeah, and I do like it, but at the same time, they make it seem like all the stats and everything aren't important. And of course, they introduced that in Dominion, where Jason was training constantly to up his stats, but at the same time, it's bothering me because, like, why doesn't everyone else do this? Of course, there are the people who will always take the easy path, but there are hardcore gamers that would immediately go hoard all their stats until after they've kind of peaked with all their training. And it's just like, why don't they talk about how that's a normal thing? Because yes, there is you actually feel paid, and yes, there would be the muscle aches and everything. But it's just like a lot of little things that are just like, okay, this is just, their hardcore gamers would have noticed this earlier on in the game, and this guy is late to the game. So that's just the one thing that's bothering me. It's just like, the fact that he's the first person to kind of stumble across this doesn't make much sense. But yeah, and oh my gosh, why is it that the air gods creatures can respawn constantly? I mean, it makes sense that they made a home of a dungeon, but why doesn't Jason just take over the caves, and have all his people spawn there, and every time they die, they would spawn there. They could go out and then go back to the Twilight Throne. There's a lot of little things that they introduce that kind of ruin a lot of the things that they set in place. I mean, I had an idea for how that would work. You know, I don't want to go into this is not the place. This is the book review of Happy. So it just seems like it kind of ruined the story they've established before with, of course, they can't populate, but then again, Jason doesn't have to worry about that because his people can't populate either. So having them respawn in the dungeon north of Bakavi would be easy, and just have them constantly trek back every time they die. Yeah. Because apparently they are allowed to leave their dungeon. Yeah. Just the little things that I had an issue with, but I did enjoy it overall. I don't like the character they had, though. The Wind avatar is like this big, bulky, muscly guy, and I'm like, it just doesn't fit. When I think of Wind, well, I just think of Aang from The Last Airbender. Scrawny, happy, constantly just bubbly. That's what I think. But that's preconceived notions that I've put in my mind. I think that's the right term for it. Yeah, but Awaken Online Happy. This is the one that kind of makes me feel like it's going off, but it's there for a purpose, just because of the post credits. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.